Dear sweet daughter of mine, it's been 1 year since I've been blessed with your existence. 1 whole year since I became a mother. You've taught me more about love and compassion than any person or experience. You've reminded me just how pure and innocent we all truly are, and how love and connection truly is our birthright. We've cried together, we've laughed together. Some days I wonder if I'm doing any of this right. But then you give me this look as if to say, of course, Mama, that's why I chose you. I don't need perfect. I just need you. And so I hope as years go by, you'll always feel safe to tell me anything. I hope you'll know just how loved you are, and all of you is welcome. I love you, beautiful Blue. Thank you for 1 year of your existence. I am celebrating 1 whole year, well, almost in a week, 1 whole year of motherhood. It's been 1 year since my daughter came into my life, and it's been one of the most transformational years of my entire life. I don't think I've ever... I don't even have words. I just wanted to make a video, a motherhood diary video of just celebrating 1 year of motherhood, and just wanted to talk about the truth of being a single mother and just all the things that I've learned in this past year, and what we're currently up to, and the current transition that we're going into. And as my little one is like, she took her first steps a few weeks ago, and it's incredible because it's almost happened overnight. And I always notice, like, she'll just from one day to the other be completely a new person, different. You know, her personality will be coming out more. She'll be just in a completely different stage compared to the day before, and it's incredible. And I've just noticed that since she started taking her first steps, she's been asking for more space and asking to go out more, and her world has expanded even more, and I really can feel that in her energy. And so right now we decided to take a little getaway by the beach so she can explore the beach side, and there's more kid stuff to do over here compared to where we're currently living. So yeah, I just wanted to expand and play with her world a little bit. This year has been crazy. I have been doing it single mama since she was 2 months, so really tiny. I was traveling about a month ago, and I came and I got the flu on my way back, and my little one got the flu, and we were both just not feeling well, and but it was nice because we were both just wanting to sleep. We were just sleeping and resting and cocooning in the whole time. But as I allowed my body to rest, like it has never rested since I became a mother, I found just how much my body was tired. It was almost like this whole year of being a mother, of sleepless nights, of pouring my whole body and my heart into this other human, and being this whole entire universe for this other person really hit me. And all the tiredness came out, and you know when you're just still and everything comes to the surface. And so a lot of grief came up, a lot of grief of have had to do this on my own. Of course, I've had my loved ones around, but it's just different when you have a partner and you don't have a partner. And of course, better to be alone than to not be in a peaceful state. But the grief really hit me, and it's not easy to be a single mother, to be doing things on your own in many ways. It really does take a village to raise a child, and you know, I've been so fortunate to have some family around, but you know, for me, this journey, this past year has been so much about realizing how many blocks I had in receiving help and feeling worthy of help, and honestly trusting others to hold me. And I was noticing a lot of blocks in trusting others to hold my daughter, and that was a reflection of trust, not trusting people and holding my inner child. And so it's really been a journey. But yeah, since she's now, like, I'm noticing needing a bit more independence and being more ready to just like play with other kids and be with other people. I've just been working on my blocks with receiving help and calling in more help into my life, and just realizing that I don't need to do this alone and that I can have more space. And I feel like we weren't ready for that anyways until now. You know, I feel like it was really important for my daughter and me to just be like two little beans in a pod. But yeah, I feel like right now we're just moving through this really big transition and calling in more space, calling in more support, calling in more people into her lives where she can just flourish and explore connections and friendship. And yeah, it's really exciting to just see her coming more and more into her personality. Like when they're babies, they're adorable. But I feel like now she's really stepping into who she really is, and it's crazy. I look at her and I'm like, I can't believe you're 1 years old. I can't believe that you're already walking and soon you'll be talking, and it's wild. Motherhood is, of course, there's so many pros in being a single mother. You know, you get to do things your own way. There's more space in many ways, but at the same time, there's just a grief in it. If you have a partner that shares really similar values in raising kids as you and can really hold and support you, man, that's a whole nother story. And so I feel like just reading other people's or even my friends' posts about how their partners are showing up as parents, as fathers, as partners, as husbands was really hitting my heart this past month, and I was really feeling the grief unlike I had felt the last months. And you know, allowing myself to feel that and allowing myself to be okay with where I'm at, and just, you know, filling our lives with so much love anyways. And but yeah, I just feel like we're ready for some change again, ready to maybe move into a different area where there's more space for her to play, and you know, more of my friends that have kids, and just, you know, finding a little community for her. And I feel like the first 9 months it was so much about cocooning, and we were traveling a lot as well, and just exploring the world together and being so cocooned together, and getting to know each other and bonding. And yeah, I feel like now our worlds are expanding again, and I'm feeling a bit more social again. I feel like I was such a hermit the last months, and just really staying within my close circle. But yeah, we're just ready for some more space now. I know I'm not the only one who feels this. And so I really want to talk about this. I want to talk about the loneliness that comes with being a first-year mother. I feel like that whole transition from maiden to motherhood is such a huge transition, and it is a really big shedding and death. And so when you are moving through that transition, you know, friendships, people that you used to hang out with, things that you used to do, all of it gets completely derailed because suddenly you have this whole entire new life, and it changes almost from one day to the next, and it's a massive death. And you know, I feel like I've just noticed that I can't be there for my friends the way that I used to. I can't socialize the way that I used to. I can't, you know, be out there in the world the way that I used to. And there is massive grief in that, in saying goodbye to a life that once was, and knowing that you will never be the same person that you once were. And you know, you have this little human being that is your entire world, and you are literally their entire world, for the first year especially. And so, you know, knowing that suddenly your energy is being poured into this new little being, and you just don't have that much energy left for anyone else. And it's been this journey of really almost even this fear of missing out, you know, or fear of being replaced as a friend, or, you know, all these things, but really learning to let it all go, and knowing that, you know, my friends will always be there. And, you know, but yeah, I've just noticed that it can feel really lonely at times, you know, especially in group settings. I've noticed that, you know, people will just go into their conversations, and I'll just be with my little one and attending to her. And, you know, before I know it, I just lost track of the whole conversation, and I also don't have the energy to be as engaged as I used to. And so just feeling a little bit alone in group settings, and just not having the energy to really socialize as much. And, you know, but thankfully I have my core people, and I have my family members around me. And so, you know, I feel like it hasn't been that big of a thing in my journey so far, but it definitely has come up here and there. And I can only imagine that if you don't have these core people or family close by, it can get really lonely as a mother. And so if you are going through that, I'm just sending you so much love. I hope that you do reach out to the people around you and let them know what you're going through, you know. Trust that your friends, even if they don't have kids, that you can tell them what you're feeling and everything that you're going through, and the way that you need to be held, and the way that you need support in this season of your life. And trust that they got you. And if they don't, you know, maybe it's time to get some new friends. And you know, get out there, go to mama and baby classes, and reach out in mommy group chats, and know that there's support out there. And I hope that you can reach out and find the people who can totally be there for you in this really big transition, because it's huge, it's humongous. And know that the more happier you are, the more happier your little one is, because there's nothing more fulfilling for a child than to see their mother happy and present and loving, and being able to show up as a mother, and, you know, show up in their magnificence and their confidence, and knowing that you're being a role model for them. And so yeah, that's definitely been something that I really wanted to talk about and get out there, that yeah, it can get really lonely as a first-year mother. You know, if you are someone who doesn't have kids yet, but who have friends who are mothers, who are especially mothers who are soon going to become mothers or just became mothers, you know, like, reach out to them, you know, bring some food over to their house, spend time with their kids, you know, offer to help a little. It will literally mean the world to them. One of the biggest things I've learned in this year of motherhood has been all about the dynamic of trusting your instincts. And not just about trusting my own, but also trusting my daughters and my babies. I feel like we live in this world where we think that children and babies don't know any better, and we as parents need to teach them and guide them and protect them. But being now a mother, I really realized how much they really know everything, and we're the ones that need to like sit back and learn from them. Becoming a mother, I really realized how powerful my instincts are, and to really trust in my own instincts. Even if one person says this or another person says this or whatever, a doctor says this, to really trust what I feel is best for me and my baby, and trusting that I know what my baby needs and wants, and really trusting my daughter's instincts and really letting her show me what she needs, and trusting that she's got it, you know. And I really, it's been amazing, because there are moments where I've literally like caught her mid-air, or you know, she's about to like almost fall or whatever, and just so many times where I would just do things without even thinking. And I've just been amazed at how powerful our instincts are. I've been co-sleeping with my daughter since she was born. We've never slept apart from each other, and for me that was really important. Like as a child, I have memories of having my own room, and it was really traumatic and really stressful and painful and lonely, and I really wanted to just be around someone, because I'm someone who's so sensitive. I feel a lot. I would have these really vivid dreams, and so to just have that physical comfort was something that I really, really wanted as a child. And so when I was pregnant, I knew I was going to co-sleep with my daughter, but I was worried. I was like, what if I roll onto her, especially when she was a newborn? I was like, what if I roll onto her? But it was incredible. I mean, I remember the first day I slept actually, she slept on me. But I was just amazed by how connected we are, and not even a moment did I ever have a moment in my whole motherhood experience where my instincts were wrong, you know, and or put my daughter in harm. It was always right for me. And so, you know, we've been co-sleeping, we've been doing baby-led weaning, which is basically, instead of pureeing all the food, you just cut up steamed vegetables or fruits and you just give them as it is. And usually people are scared that the baby will choke, and that's why they puree everything. But this method basically trusts that babies have their own gag reflex and instincts, and that they will be able to chew and they'll learn how to chew. And so yeah, I've been doing that since she's been about 8 months, and it's been going really well. She loves it. It's amazing because I don't need to like prepare so much. I just steam vegetables and cut up some fruit. Yeah, it's been really beautiful to see her explore all these foods and, you know, be in her own space and finding her own independence in it. And you know, she doesn't need me to spoon feed her. She just gets to explore what is in front of her, and I give her a nice plate of all these steamed vegetables and fruits that she can try. And of course she's not really eating so much yet, but for me and for her, it's just about exploring textures and flavors and opening her sensory experience and letting her learn this whole concept of eating and sharing a meal together and having it be enjoyable. And we'll both just really take our time to enjoy our food. And it's been really fun. I feel like if I were pureeing food, it would just be a lot more stressful. And you know, whenever you go out, you'd be like, oh, I need to find a place, I need to bring it with me. But instead I just, you know, we'll either put a little bit of fruit in a container, or I'll just order at the restaurant, and I'll ask them to cut up some fruit or steam some vegetables for me. I've also been doing elimination communication, which is basically a method where you trust that a baby has their instinct to not soil themselves, and that actually they don't really need diapers, that if from when they're born, if you give them opportunities to go to the bathroom in like a little potty thing, for newborns you can get like even just a little bowl or a little pot, but as they get older you can get like the little potty seats and then the thing to put on the toilet. But anyways, I've been experimenting with that. We started when she was about 9 to 10 months. I wanted to do it when she was newborn, but because of everything I was going through and I didn't want to overwhelm myself, I decided to put that on the side until we felt more spacious. So yeah, we didn't start it until she was about 9 months, but it's been going really amazing. I'm not strict with it, but basically the concept of it is that you try to pick up the cues of the baby. You can usually, the baby, when they're, doing their number 2, they'll have a little cute grunty face, or their whole face will turn bright red, or they'll make grunting sounds. Also when they pee, they'll have a bit of an intense focused look. I mean, every baby's different, but basically you start to observe their cues, and whenever you notice that they're about to do their business, you just bring them to a potty and give them an opportunity to do it there, instead of doing it in a diaper or in a cloth diaper. And so yeah, we've been doing that, and even while we travel, I even got a little like foldable travel potty seat with little fairies on it, which is really nice because then we get to like potty train basically even on the go. And it's amazing. Like, I'm not strict with it. I do it part-time. You can decide how strictly you want to do it. If you want to do it full-time and be trying to catch every cues, go for it, but you also can keep it chill. And I feel like the most important part in it is to just establish communication with your child, even if it's even if you don't bring them to the potty, but just for them to have that awareness that they're peeing or pooing, and just giving them maybe a signal or a sound whenever they go to the bathroom. Just been amazed because from the first day we started, she immediately did it, and I never had to remind her of this instinct. It was already so deeply embedded in her. And so we're not super strict with it. For me, the way that I do it is every morning we go to the potty and she does her thing. But then throughout the day, I'll just give her opportunities, and just basically every diaper change, I'll also give her an opportunity to go to the potty if she needs to. And I don't catch every single one, but at least every number 2 I catch. She does it all in a potty for the past 3 months. And yeah, it's been really amazing. So for me, this whole thing about motherhood has been about trusting instincts. Trusting my instinct, trusting her instinct, allowing her to lead me rather than me leading her, trusting that she knows what's best for her, and so letting her guide me, and really trying to establish some sort of communication with her, so that she can guide me. And so that's kind of been my journey of motherhood, to sum it up. I feel like that's one of the biggest things I really learned in this first year of motherhood, that we're all different and no one has it right or wrong, but in the end, a mother knows her baby and the baby knows him or herself. And so as parents, all we can do is trust our own instinct, trust our baby's instinct, and do what we feel is best. And that's really been my journey in it. Just a little insight into my world of being a first-year mama. It's really time for us to celebrate us, even though birthdays we celebrate the person's birthday, but also I feel like if you are a mother and your child is turning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, however old, celebrate you. Celebrate the years or year that you have been a mother, and that you have raised this beautiful, healthy being. And I'm sending you so much love. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll hope to see you in my next video soon.